I'm going to send you to the same place I sent the 7th Hokage, Boruto.
What's up, y'all? We back at it, and it looked like we got a brief summary of the upcoming chapter for Boruto 2 Blue Vortex, chapter 20. And if this turns out to be real, this is gonna be a crazy chapter, man. So, earlier today we got the, the briefing, the one leak page, and it happened to be your boy Ryu facing off against Mesi, and he looks like he's dominated Mesi. So we already knew about that part. Sorry I didn't make a video for it. Saying I'm on vacation and I overslept. You know how that goes when you're out having fun. So we're going to talk about the summary, but I want to remind you guys, make sure you take the time out to read the official chapter when it drops later on next week, just to show your love and respect for the series. But we're going to talk about this, and if you don't want any spoilers, you could click off the video. It's cool. I respect it. I understand. But if you don't mind, stick around. And I'm not saying this is 100% true. This is called a briefing, so some stuff may be wrong and some stuff may be right. But we're about to get into it, man. So it seems as if Konohamaru is going to be on the color page. I don't mind that. I hope the color page is amazing, because Konohamaru has been a disappointment lately, and I'm hoping the color page is so fire that I can look at it and be like, you know what? Perhaps I was too harsh on my lad. Maybe I should give him a second chance. Hopefully that's how good the color page is. But then again, it might just be like, I dislike him even more now. That's just how I feel about it. But it seems as if in this chapter, we're going to have a moment where, Ryu is going to be triumph over Mesi. He's going to be overwhelming him. Mesi is going to be back against the corner type of situation. Now, I don't mind that, but at the same time, I was expecting more from Mesi in his Sage mode, where I'm not saying he would be strong enough to take down Ryu, but strong enough where maybe Jura or someone else who's watching one of the other Senjus would say a line like, yo, he's not a threat, but if he was to team up with such and such, he could be a problem. I wanted a line like that for Mesi, where it would kind of have us respect him more as a shinobi. Not to say I don't, but I just wanted a big moment for Mesi, because I feel like he's a character that doesn't get enough shine. Of course, you got it where Mesi, as well as what was his name, Araya, they both get held hostage, and I'm kind of like, dang, that only happened because he lost his katana because of that girl. That's why, wasn't it Yodu? That's the only reason that happened. Otherwise, they probably would have had a great chance of taking out Ryu. But you see that actually happens. You have it where Sarada, she's a little confused about what to do in order to save them. Then it goes to say in this briefing that, Konohamaru is on the verge of death. Metsuri looks like she's crying, but, she's going to take out Konohamaru. And that's insane. So he might actually be the one person to actually be taken out in the series. I was expecting someone not to make it, and it seems like it may be Konohamaru. But it also says that Konohamaru does manage to hit Metsuri with a double Rasengan. So that right there might have finished her off. And maybe she's crying because she's on the verge of dying. Now, we just don't know yet. That's why we need some panels, something, so that we can know exactly what's going on. But you got it where Jura felt something strange from Metsuri. So maybe he's able to feel the feelings of the other Senjus. Maybe that's one of his abilities that we're just being being aware of now. You also have it where Yodu, she takes a strong stab from Ryu. And part of me is like, oh no. And then the other part of me is like, damn right. That's what she get. That's what she get. I know some of y'all are going to be like, yo, man, come on, man. Yo, Nero, you're a little ruthless. I'm just sorry, yo. She's the reason old boy lost his katana and lost the edge of the battle. But you have it with Sarada. She's thinking about the class rep, and she's thinking about when, the class rep was in trouble, she was able to activate her Mangekyou Sharingan. So she seems to activate it again, and it seems like the ability, and this is the crazy part where people might consider this to be their favorite chapter of the time skip. You got it where it seems like it's similar to Obito, but we're not quite sure if it is, and we're going to probably need the actual official chapter to really know what her ability actually is. But the fact that she's actually using it, I love that. But at the same time, I'm kind of scared, because remember what we learned in the original Naruto series, the more you use that power, the more you lose your light. and eventually she's not going to be able to see. And I don't know if there's anyone around that could give her another eye so that she can have eternal light like Sasuke has. Unless maybe she takes Sasuke's eye while he's stuck in a tree. Who knows? Maybe that might happen. But anyway, you seems like that's her power, very similar to Obito, but she uses it to sweep away the sand of reuse. Now that sounds dope as hell. Then you got it where it seems as if Konohamaru gains the trust of Metsuri. Don't know how that happened. It seems to be the case. And something about Konohamaru, not Konohamaru, but Shikamaru destroying her with the double Rasengan. So maybe she does actually get taken out. But it's crazy to think that caused her to have trust for him. And is that what Jura is feeling from her? That she has trust for someone who's not part of their clan, or that's not a Senju? I'm very curious about that. But yeah, Sarada, she activated, she gets away the sand. And then you got it where Sarada is the only one standing and everyone else is laying on the ground. And it looks like that's all the information we got far as this briefing that we just got online, courtesy of Boruto, his name Boruto, TBV 106 on Twitter. If y'all want to go check it out for yourself. I'm not sure if he got it from someone else, because I do see in the comments that a lot of people are saying credit, but they're not saying who the original source is. So that's just what I got online. So I don't know how true all of this is, but if it is true, I'm very excited for the upcoming chapter of Boruto. And I like having it this way where we don't get all the details. We just get enough to have us excited for what's to come. But you guys can let me know down below, what are you most excited for that you heard in this little briefing? Are you excited about the battle between, Konohamaru and Metsuri and him potentially catching his first dub? Are you excited about what happens with Sarada and her actually using her eyes for the very first time since the time skip? Well, we didn't even see her use it before the time skip. We just seen it activate. But let me know down below, what are y'all most excited for? Or how do you feel about like Konohamaru being on the color page? How do you feel about supposedly Mesi being overwhelmed by Ryu? Like, let me know down below. Curious to hear y'all thoughts on all the stuff we got in these spoilers. But like I said, make sure you take the time out to read the official when it drops. Also, make sure you show some love by subscribing and hitting that bell for all notifications. I would greatly appreciate it. But hoping you have a great day or night wherever you are. This your boy Nero Megaman signing out. Peace.